Hello, everyone. My name is Ayanna Jordan, and I just want to say thank you so much for tuning into my legislative testimony. And I hope within the end of this that you are encouraged to become active in your community and fight for marginalized identities and to learn about legislation. With that being said, I want to start with my opener question, which is, what is America? Some may define this land as the home of the brave or the land of the free. Many say America is the land of opportunity or the country of freedom. In comparison to all these definitions, our founding father of America defines this country as a place where all men are created equally, that they are endowed by the Creator with certain unalienable rights that are among these of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. This definition, promised to humanity, was established in the year of 1776 according to the U.S. Constitution. Yet in the year 2020, there are individuals who identify as women who were robbed of these rights due to the pink tax. According to the Joint Economic Committee, the pink tax has been defined as the markup of goods and services marketed to women. In America, there have been everyday products marketed to women at a higher price value than a men's market of the exact same product. This gender-based disparity affects women negatively in a financial sense, especially within the menstrual product industry, which is vital for women of America. The Bureau of Labor Statistics stated in 2020 that women who work full-time earn 82 cents to the men's dollar, and women of marginalized identities earn between 64 to 57 cents to the men's dollar. Now, take into consideration those factors of income shortage for women in America, and you will see that it's clear that the female's ability to have high purchasing power is compromised. The SWNS Digital states that women spend roughly $6,360 on menstrual products alone in a year. And that's just the basics. This doesn't include our organic products or menstrual medicine costs. In addition, it's not accounting for the treatment for women's health conditions such as PCOS or ovarian cancer, which can equal in thousands of dollars within treatment costs. As a woman, an American, and fellow social worker, I'm beyond disgusted with the existence of the pink tax, especially as an American. I reside in a country that prides itself on equality, stating that everyone has a name and a place and equal representation. Yet we as America must acknowledge the fact that we failed the female population drastically by allowing the pink tax to be in full effect. But I do believe, as a unified body of people, we can change the situation for the better if we hold ourselves accountable, engage in empathy, and take real action. With that being said, my next couple of statements require crowd participation, and so please play along. Put a finger down if you don't identify as a male. Put a finger down if your sexual orientation is something other than heterosexual. Put a finger down if you identify with having mental health challenges. If you put any of your fingers down, that means that you identify within a marginalized group, which means you know the feelings of being forgotten in legislative protection and that you've experienced a lack of equality. So take those emotions and that rage and use them to fight for your sisters within a marginalized community by enacting the Pink Tax Repeal Act. The Pink Tax Repeal Act is legislation written in aspiration to prohibit the pricing of consumer products and services that are substantially similar if producers or services are priced differently based on gender. We as human beings need to come together to enact the Pink Tax Repeal because this is not a federal agenda with the United States, which isn't shocking considering the past legislation that Congress made towards women's rights. But let's take a page out of the Congress members' books who are willing to look past the ignorance of federal Congress, but to make a change within their state. When enacting this legislation, we will overturn 30 states in the U.S. from having the pink tax. This will allow women of America to save over $150 million towards menstrual products and services. In a state perspective, Ohio has enacted the pink tax repeal on April 1st, 2020 by the Ohioan Congresswoman Bridget Kelly, so let's give her a round of applause. She specifically stated that all state tax on menstrual hygiene products would be removed, resulting in people who identify as women to live a healthier life and experience a lesser financial burden for their natural body functions. Most importantly, it's important to notice that these products will be more equitable for women of all social class when it comes to purchasing menstrual products. As an Ohioan, I have to say that I'm proud that we are one step closer for allowing women to experience the equality that men do when it comes to purchasing products. Secondly, it allows women to be one step further from having to choose between menstrual supplies and another expense. Personally, I can say that I'm grateful for this legislative change in Ohio due to my personal experiences. In a moment of transparency, I've experienced having a menstrual cycle since the age of 9 years old, which couldn't have come at a poor time. My parents were freshly divorced, my father took all of our finances, and I now have become part of a single parent household with no insurance too. And at this time, I couldn't afford lots of pad and menstrual products, so I oftentimes had to sneak and steal from the nurse's office or take from the faculty bathroom as a young child because $20 to $12 was a lot of money to me back then. And this is the pain that I deeply desire for no woman or young lady to ever experience. So this act is near and dear to my heart. So in closing, I wrote this testimony in pursuing all future social workers and people of society to enact the Pink Tax Repeal Act within every state, and to remember that everyone has the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness in every form and fashion, which includes buying products and receiving services, especially when we all come from a woman, get our name from women, and we gain from our women. So please, let's stand for our women. Let's enact the Pink Tax Repeal Act. Thank you so much.